promised you yesterday that we would give some thought to what we're going to do this month. So this is going to be kind of a, this is what we're going to do this month type of a video. So we've been chatting around here, looking at results of people viewing videos and reading comments, and we came to a couple of conclusions based on all the data that we've gotten. And the one conclusion that we got from about 180 of our viewers, I think it was that they really didn't want to hear from me every single day. so they kind of opted out. And I can actually relate to that. I think I was thinking about that, and I thought if I got a beep from me every single day, I'm not sure I'd be happy about that either. So that was one of the things that we realized that was happening, and we certainly don't want to upset people. We have a lot of followers, so it's not a huge amount, but it was the first time that's ever happened. So every day is probably not a good thing. Plus, it was a lot of work. You know, some people, you know, like I said, are a little sick of hearing from us, but it's also a lot of work to do it every day. I do have a practice. For those of you who may or may not know that, I actually have a practice. I actually work long hours, and so it's a little challenge for me to do these things. It's a challenge for the gentleman on the other side of this camera to edit these and put them out there and do that type of stuff every day. So I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed it a lot, and so we're not going to stop doing it. But what we are going to do, I mean, we just got a lot of, now, and we got a lot of great letters. We got a lot of great comments. We got a lot of thank yous. It was just a lot of really overwhelmingly kind things. So we're definitely going to keep going. We still have a lot of questions going on. And what we decided on was that we're going to keep going on with Hashimoto's. And, you know, Hashimoto's, like I talked about yesterday, people ask, well, you know, why is it such an explosion? And, you know, I was thinking about that. And you know, it's been like 40 years that this immune thing has been exploding, if I look back properly. And it's complex, just like we talked about yesterday, it's complex. And as a result of the complexity, it is staggering how many questions we're getting that we never even thought about. But yet they're things I see all the time because I've been doing Hashimoto's for as long as I can remember now. And how it relates to all these other autoimmunities. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it. It's something that I think I have a pretty good grip on. It's nice to see the questions that I think are like duh questions, except they're not duh questions. These are people, I had someone in here yesterday, and it was like talking to somebody 20 years ago. This person had no idea Hashimoto's. They had no idea that they had it. And we have this intake form, and she had 20 out of 20 symptoms of it. And I said, Hashimoto's. And she said, you know, I think one of my cousins has Hashimoto's. I'm like, do you know what it is? She's like, no. I'm like, how could somebody not know what it is? Well, I'm sure there's, you know, a few million people out there or more that don't know what it is. So I think it's really worthwhile doing. I'm really excited about the content that we're going to do next month, because we are going to continue doing this, but we're going to try to strike a balance of not irritating more of you, and we're going to do it 3 days a week. And for those of you who like seeing me casually dressed on the weekends, you'll have to go back and watch those videos because we're not going to have Mr. Kevin, who's behind the video here. We're not going to have him lugging all of this equipment over to my house so that we can do it there. So we're going to do it 3 days a week. I think we're going to do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. See if that's like a good balance for both of us. And there's new data coming out in addition to the fact that we'd like to answer a lot more of these questions because we think they're going to be welcomed across the board of people, the Hashimoto's seekers. Do I have Hashimoto's, or the Hashimoto's sufferers? I've been to all these different places and I don't get any answers. I just get a medication. I'm told to, you know, be seen in six weeks. And I'm doing a seminar Every year, full disclosure, every year I do a seminar on thyroid. And the seminars are generally data from my mentor, a gentleman named Dr. D.T. Karazian, brilliant guy. And every year, my wife goes, "Why do you go to these seminars? You go every year. You know what you're doing. Your patients are getting better." I'm like, because every time I go to the seminar, and it's a 2-day seminar, by noon on the first day, I have like 25 new pages and notes of stuff, because Dr. Karazian's doing research, and he's doing, and there are several other colleagues I have that are in this group, this kind of group, and they teach too. I don't teach, and so they teach, and so they're clinicians. They see things I haven't seen. I see things they haven't seen. So we get to meet a couple of times a year. Anyway, 3 weeks. I'm doing an update on autoimmune thyroid, Hashimoto's thyroiditis, and it will be the most advanced data that's out there to date. I've received notes from the seminar, pre-notes, and these are just notes that are sent to the participants to say, read this before you go, and don't ask all these questions there, because I want to actually get onto the important stuff. And I already learned like 6 new things just out of that. So so I think we stay with Hashimoto's until people let us know that we don't, that we shouldn't stay with it. And the data that we're going to be doing, especially after a couple of weeks from now when I go to that seminar, is going to be pretty fresh, so that'll be kind of fun too. So we'll start on Monday, and we'll continue with Hashimoto's, and we will do it only 3 days a week, and then that'll allow me to kind of get a break, and still provide you with, I think, what is kind of a cool service, just based on just a lot of the comments have really made me want to keep doing this. So anyway, so I will see you on Monday and Wednesday and Friday, but I will not see you tomorrow or Sunday. So see you Monday.